So then, let's quickly talk Barum Rally, and I'm going to try and do it in a couple of different phases. Let's just talk some of the headlines that come out of the Czech round. And we'll start off with the winner, Adam Brezek continues Czech dominance, continues Skoda dominance of the Barum Rally. It was not Jan Kopečky this time around. It was, brake failure, unfortunately, in the middle of Saturday afternoon. He was battling for the win when it happened. Brezek was leading, though. Brezek was comfortably in front by a handful of seconds. It was a tight battle, but he was the advantage for it. And Kopečky even admitted that as much. He said, I can't keep up with the young guys anymore. And he, follows the likes of Dominik Krzyzewski, who was outperforming the likes of Jan Kopečky when Jan Kopečky had something go wrong for him. But behind him, the next Czech driver was Jan Kudlak in 6th. Then after that was Filip Mareš in 8th and Václav Pech in 10th. 3 minutes 39.9 off of the win. So, whilst it was one of those things where it was Czech dominance up at the front, the main pack, the point-scoring pack, I mean, if we go all the way down to 15th, you only have one other Czech driver in there, and that's Jaromír Tarabus. So, it doesn't tell the same kind of story. Teemu Salonen was 2nd, again, 8.3 off the win. Andrea Mappolini was 3rd, another 8 seconds back, again. Michał Marcek was 4th, a couple of seconds back from Mappolini, ahead of Jakub Batulka, who was 40 seconds off. That was your top 5. Elsewhere in the ERC3, it was Ville Vatanen who took the win over Craig Ryehill by nearly a minute and a half. Lukas Zielinski rounding out the podium, 15 seconds back, meaning there was one Clio on the podium. He was comfortably clear of Roland Steng and Igor Vidwak right behind them. Then when it comes to the ERC4, it goes away of Tom Hendricks again. The same with the juniors, because I think everybody who was in ERC4 was in juniors as well. Timo Schultz was 25.5 seconds back. Karl-Peter Nordstrand rounded out the podium ahead of Carl McBride, Francesco Cecchi, Luka Proglov, Filip Šipoš and Colin Dunker, rounding out the finishing list for ERC4 and Junior ERC. Thierry Neuville's half-brother continuing to show the potential that he has. Which means we have an interesting championship picture with 2 rounds remaining. Because, for one thing, we continue the thing of no clean sweeps to the power stage. By the way, Teemu Salonen in Poland is the only winner this season to have scored power stage points as well. Brezek was, 9 for 10 for the power stage when he came through? But, Teemu Salonen now leads by 25 points, with a maximum of, 70 remaining on offer? 35 points for a win in the power stage. If he manages to gain 10 points over second place Andrea Mappolini in Ceredigion, it is pretty much sealed up. He's got 39 points over Michał Marcek in 3rd, 55 over Jakub Batulka in 4th, which still isn't enough to knock anyone out of contention yet. I think technically all the way down to Simona Timpasini in 6th, who only has 40 points on the season, is still mathematically in contention. You need to, sweep the next 2 weekends, pretty much including power stage points, and hope that Sunderland doesn't score anything, but he is still technically in contention. What makes it really funny is, how far down does Skoda dominance go? I mean, we've got Mappolini in the Lancia in 2nd. Then we've got Ivan Ares in 13th, the next non-Skoda. And then, only when you get to 16th, Will Crichton, do you start the proper non-Skoda run. After that, it's Toyota, Lancia, Citroen, Toyota. And then Mille Johansson as the next Skoda in 22nd. But if you needed an advertisement, a Skoda Motorsport in the, 125th year of Skoda, to go, we are the dominant Rally 2 manufacturer. In the ERC, they make up 13 of the top 15 in the standings. It's not only that. Have they won every round this season? They have, haven't they? Suarez, Heikkila, Dapra, Salonen, and Brezek. I might actually quickly need to check my preseason predictions, because I have a feeling that I said multiple manufacturers are going to win, didn't I? Because I got it last year. Or I might not have done. I might have fallen just short. But Yeah, I said 4 manufacturers will win rallies. That is now impossible. A maximum of 3 can. Oh, man. That's going to be a fun one. But anyways, elsewhere, when we have a look at the standings, let's have a look at the teams for the main ERC. MRF are still in the lead, 147 points. Then TRF on 105 in second. That's Teemu Suninen. And then in third place on 99 points is Lancia. That is still quite open for play. Motorsport Ireland in 4th on 83 and JC Race Technic on 64 in 5th. So still somewhat in play. For Hankook, this was a good weekend. They don't come out of it with the most points. Pirelli still managed to outscore them, 45-43. And that's Pirelli clearly in front of Michelin now, 40 points the advantage. MRF are another 41 behind on 155, but Hankook have closed the gap to MRF down to 3 points, 155 to 152. In the ERC3 goes the way of Ville Vatanen, 127 to Zielinski's 87. But he's just jumped CJ Coleman, who's stayed on 86, no points in the Barum. Then it's rounded out in the top 5 by other Irish talents, Callum Graffin and Craig Ryhill. For the ERC4, remember the 4 and the juniors are separate categories. Tom Hendricks is on 97, Timo Schultz on 82. And then it's no scores for Pesavento, Sandrin or Hakaleto, who are 3rd, 4th and 5th, 72, 69, 54. So, yeah. That's Hendricks through to the lead, isn't it, over Pesavento in the ERC4, and Schultz, for that matter, through into 2nd place in the standings as well. In the juniors, it is Hendricks even more convincingly, 101 to Schultz's 85, Pesavento on 72. And then Sandrin on 49, and Dunker in 5th on 47. The other categories are remaining is the ERC Masters. Basso is still leading that on 60 points. Martin Vlecek's 30. Tomasz Kurka's 24. And then 24 for Andrzej Hadek and Antonio Ruska. And then to leave no stone unturned, when we have a look at the Fiesta Rally 3 trophy, it's Ville Vatanen on 131, CJ Coleman on 94, Callum Graffin on 94, Craig Ryhill on 78. Do we still have rounds of that left? I can't remember for the life of me. I feel like we do at least have Ceredigion left, if not both remaining rounds on that. Anyways, that's that for this video, folks. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your continued support, and get better soon to Liam Regan, because we saw that he was hospitalised after the accident in the rally. What was it? Stage 3 of the event. He was taken injured as a result of. He wasn't the only one who ended up coming out of this. What was it? It was Dominic Krzyzewski as well. Ended up with a did not enter off the back of injuries sustained in the previous round in Silesia. Great to see him doing work around the service bulk. It was lovely to see Eric Seiss show up and do a bunch of pieces to camera as well. But yeah, get better soon to those who are injured and trying to get back fit to compete in the ERC once again. But from me to you lot, till next time, as always on this channel, bye for now.